Execute.
We had them going at Eldora, dude. Man, he brought like 7 cases. And we're chugging that shit, dude. Yeah. We're home with 1.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? We are on episode 6 or 7 of Shop Talk. Tonight we got Prince and Sean Rayhall, guys. What's up, everybody?
How y'all doing tonight?
Hey,
Good to see ya.
So, I'm gonna start this off. What the hell happened at Millstream?
Damn. Well, okay. So we grill a lot at this house. So there's ribs that we'll talk about later in the podcast. Me and Prince walked out on the track. Didn't look like they had cleaned up any of the rocks or any of the wall that they turned down, considering that there were palm-size bricks in the track. And we don't have, no one has a gun to our head saying we got a race. We don't, if we don't want to tear stuff up. Now we applaud them for all the work that they had done to the facility. And after Shane Helms told me to go fuck myself and to leave, after that I said if you would have just spent 20% of the time you spent on the stands, on the actual track itself, we would be having a different conversation. We'd be racing.
Oh, so that's why in and out.
Yeah, in and out. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I think the tough part, and Glenn can probably attest to this, Prince, Big Black, all the names. Factory Black.
Yeah, Factory Black.
But our deal's a little bit different, and it's only a little bit different because I don't have, like, anyone, like, this is funded by, like, me and sponsorship that I put together.
Okay.
And, like, we own, I say we, I treat it like everyone owns it, but, like, we all know, like, when we tear up a top wing, there ain't like call Joe Blow and Joe Blow's gonna buy it.
Right.
It's me. Like the bills, we go through a list every single week of like, hey, we need this, we need that, we need to push this back a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not always gonna be that way, but right now that's where we're at. So like, if we feel like we're gonna tear stuff up and it's not a quality race and we have enough money for 50 races, then we're gonna pick another race to go to.
Hey, I get it. Hey, it happened. I was wondering if you fully went by yourself. Or
no, we want Millstream to work. That's the thing.
Right.
It's a badass. It could be a badass.
It could be badass, but at the end of the day, if you're putting tires on the track the day of that aren't the right tires, you probably should have thought about that.
Yeah, I think they were just trying.
Maybe like Thursday that could have been done. I think maybe like small improvement, but like also like I pointed out palm-sized bricks. Like, and I think
that's dangerous.
Yeah. So and then everyone's like, I think it was DJ Foos looked at me and was like, "You missed a barn burner," and I was like, "You don't buy your top wings, bud." Like, that was my response.
Hey, I get it. Like, so I mean, I've seen it. It didn't look too bad, but I mean, you can't tell the rocks from the pictures. But and I know that. I mean, they were trying. I mean, I think they shouldn't have went for the speed week, but
I think they got forced into that deal.
Yeah.
To be honest, so like I do have a little sympathy there. What I don't have sympathy for, and like I said, there's no filter, is like, if Shane Helms tells me to go fuck myself, I'm just going to go race somewhere else. And also, don't be a preacher and say go fuck yourself.
Hey, I get it. Did you guys end up racing somewhere that night, or did you just come home?
I came home and grilled.
Came home and grilled?
Yeah, grilled.
You made some good-ass steaks.
Steak, chicken.
And saved a pocket full of money.
Saved a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah. Next step, tell me about yourself. I mean, I've read a lot on you, more than I thought I'd ever read on somebody.
Well, should we start with what I was called Friday night?
Yeah, I mean,
hey. Let her eat, Taylor.
I know.
Hey, I'll get a big spoon and start stirring that pot.
Owning it. This is part of me owning it.
I may or may not have called him a crybaby. Been on him a little bit, but I don't care how hard it is on the right side. You gotta drive the fucking thing.
Was that the picture? What the picture was about? You were talking about today on Snapchat?
Yeah, we were having a little conversation.
I got you.
Yeah.
It kind of rebounded Saturday. Somebody started hearing things. I don't know, but it won't happen again. It won't happen.
What'd you forget to do?
No. I think we were in
Saturday was completely my fault. We did have some problems, but nothing warranted me pulling off the track.
Run third.
Yeah.
That's good.
Especially after watching those last few laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I didn't get to watch it. We went to Eldora.
Yeah, the leaders basically wrecked 3 laps after I pulled off.
So was that Cap's fault or Howdy's?
Not my lane.
hasn't been hit by the 33W this year.
Yeah.
I feel you.
He's very aggressive.
Call
He
it
always
hard
has been.
racing,
yeah.
call it what you want.
Yeah.
Right.
But at some point,
He gets out of control.
you can't run over everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I agree, 100%. No sweat. Like I said, we were at Eldora racing, and like I said, we got back into town, and we went to Applebee's, and here comes.
We got the green white checker.
Yeah, we probably just caught that one after the crash was already
You
done.
mean the green checker?
Yeah.
Yeah, however that goes, because
Yeah,
apparently,
It's a green checker.
yeah, apparently
Was it
whoever
green
was in
checker?
third should have won that one,
No,
but they
I
they
mean-
did one more lap, and
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
right.
You know how that works. But hey, it is what it. Zach drove his ass off. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean he's a good driver,
he's
he
here.
well deserved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants it.
Yeah, he wants
bad.
it.
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, he's got with Farmer. He's got
Yeah, they got a group there.
yes.
They got a good
When
group.
like I watched him like jump around cars last year, it kind of
Yeah.
well, B was
As
Farmer.
you can tell, it wasn't him.
Right. I get it. So question for you, Mr. Prince.
What did I do?
What happened? What happened to TJ?
All right.
What?
Let's just quick. Basically, to make a long story short,
Okay.
his dad wants to retire soon, which he deserves to. He's
Okay.
worked his ass off from, I think, 18 at the company he's at. You can't retire spending that much money a year. So his dad said, "I'll support you, but it's time to find another ride."
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. How many people gonna take him and me?
Well, I mean, kind of like Cap and Zach. They're a two people deal.
Yeah, but I ain't, I ain't gonna try to toot my own Zach. Zach's pretty damn good. I'll give Zach that. So in my head, I thought, well, I don't want to hold him back and be like, well, if you take me, you gotta take him too. And people are like, I don't want.
Type thing.
Yeah, no, I don't want to
That's
do
real.
that. And then plus Sean approached me and he was like, you know what? And I was like, fuck it, I guess let's do it. Now we're here.
And we've also known each other since 2010.
So
Really?
to answer that question, I was wondering like how the hell did y'all two meet up?
I was good friends of the Michaels back in 2010 and 11, and when he was coming up, first starting to work on cars, was when I'd helped TJ a little bit in Legend Cars, and we just so we'd known each other for
Quite a while.
This is year 14 of like knowing each other.
Okay.
So like it's weird because like we didn't. I mean, we exchange texts every now and then, but for like 8 years, then I moved to Ohio, and they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
What the hell is he doing here?
Right.
He asked me, I said, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like I walk up, it was kind of weird. I saw the first night at Fremont. I want to say that was like second week of me being in Ohio. He's like, "What in the hell?" Like everything this
is a long way.
Because the optics of everything I was doing in road course, it's like, hey, he's making good money. He's racing for a living. Like,
Why the hell would you come here?
why would you move here?
That was my question.
So where are you doing that at?
Worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Daytona.
Everywhere.
That's cool.
Out of your hometown or?
Yeah, like I mean, I was always on a plane, but yeah, like I was racing full time in Europe and full time here.
Oh shit.
You won a championship in Europe, right?
Yeah, I won a European Le Mans championship, and then we won the Road to Le Mans race at Le Mans. So we did a thing or two in the road course stuff, but a little bit tired of the politics. There's a bunch of stuff that I've explained to Glenn.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. If you go too fast, hey, you need to slow down.
What?
You need to slow down.
They just move you up. So, like, I won a championship. The year I won the championship, I stayed the same driver rating. And then the year after was the first year in road course in 2018 I hadn't had a podium. Now, we blew up leading, like, we had stuff fed into that, right? But, at the end of that year, gold just moved up, and then all my contracts were voided. So I had a $200,000 in salaries that some guy in France made a decision, and all of a sudden, gone.
Huh.
Hey, the cars are cool though.
Yeah,
They do look pretty
They're pretty sweet.
They do look pretty cool.
The whole metric thing though, it takes a little bit to get used to when everybody's talking about kilograms and millimeters and stuff like that. But
That's probably
the food's good. They feed them nice, dude. They got breakfast. They got lunch.
You can
I just like going and chilling and eating.
Do you want to let that out? That you're going to be the lead mechanic on a P3 car next year?
We're shooting for it all.
Yeah. So Paul in Polecat Training Center is going to be the co-driver, and I ended up being team manager, kind of elected, even though Glenn probably votes against that.
Yeah.
Can we get somebody else? Someone else.
Drivers are never allowed to be in charge of anything. Nothing.
All I do is I just
Make sure the hotels are there.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
all.
plane tickets are booked. That's
Yeah,
all we need.
that's what
We'll
I'm.
take care of the rest.
That's what I'm doing. But yeah. So Glenn's gonna be the lead on that car as well. So next year is going to be pretty interesting between 7 of those.
Stupid plastic table.
7 of those. So yeah, back to a regular scheduled programming. Yeah, Glenn will be my obviously still crew chief of this deal, and then also run a P3 car
chief.
for us. Car
chief.
You're crew chief here.
There's a person above because they got like 8 people.
No.
There's an order.
He's technically, well, you're the lead mechanic, which means there's an engineer than you, so you are crew chief.
All right, let me tighten it up.
All right.
Tighten it up.
Your pay's already there.
Tighten it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta. It has to be able to rotate that
Yeah.
thing.
We'll be all right.
Yeah.
All over the place.
All over the place.
Aye.
Yeah.
So what made you come to sprint car racing?
Well, originally TJ. TJ called me, and then the deal I was gonna do with TJ kind of fell through, and then like just logistics of everything, working everything out. So then at that point, I actually landed like 10 or 15K of sponsorship through surprisingly Sig Sauer at the time, which was cool as shit. Like, I wish they wouldn't have hired a Democrat for their marketing department, and we'd still be okay. But long story short, I went to a guy up in Wisconsin who rented cars. I was driving like a. I sent TJ a picture, and he's like, I think that's a J&J from like 18 years ago. And then I started asking around. They're like, yeah, dude, that thing's 18 years old. So about then, like, my condo was like finally being sold, and then I think like I ended up taking home like $75K from like my condo after like all my bills were paid. I paid all my credit card bills off. Like, everything was that, and then I poured that into buying a used 410 sprint car from Scotty Field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
like once I like did a couple races and I saw like how pure the racing is, and like I might be opinionated, but I feel like sprint car racers, like I feel like if you took the top 10 guys from sprint car racing and gave them the same shot of Kyle Larson, I think you would see more IndyCar drivers not making the race.
Yeah.
That is how I feel about the talent level here.
it's a pretty good talent level.
And there is obviously there's a lot of things that go into that, but I think this is the purest motorsports that's left. And once I kind of saw that, I was all in. I mean, we lived in a travel trailer the first year, RV the second year. We got a little bit upgraded. My father-in-law was like, I'm tired of my daughter living in a trailer. he's like, let me just like get you guys an RV so I can at least say it's an RV. And then then we rented a house after that, and so on and so on. So I'm all in on this deal. Like, this is, I mean, like I said, it is all mine. I've had some help along the way in regards to good sponsors, good partners, like C6. They saw me in West Virginia like right off, I think 3-4 weeks after I was moved to Ohio, and that guy came down, bought a wing board. We blew a right rear and fenced it that night. And after that, he's been along ever since a month after I was in Ohio. He's been sponsoring us. So I'm grateful for everyone who's got us to this point. And to kind of go back to what Prince was saying earlier, I don't think he's we have a lot of speed right now, and I don't think he's far off of being Zach Myers by the end of the season. I mean, he's taking a fresh driver, and we've had a lot of speed. The driver needs to finish off at the end of the night, like what he started.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there. We qualify.
But also,
we qualify.
Also, to be fair, like, you want to talk about what I have done in sprint car racing, which isn't very much, but I've only ran 32 races a year, and I don't think the competition I was racing against is the same competition we're racing in AFCS now. Yeah. I think the competition in that compared to the Fast Series is way higher, and I think it's proof. Like, you look on paper, it shows it. So, I'm in a way better situation, better program. The cars
doing things that I need to man up and just deal with. And at the end of the day, we got a lot of speed. I'm punching. I think in the driver department where we're running, I'm a little bit above my pay grade right now, but I'm catching up to it.
Okay. I mean, the competition here is crazy, and like it's crazy, like how people from like California all that come here. To
They come here for a reason.
Yeah, right.
They
Like,
say what they want, but they come here for a reason.
right.
Caleb's here for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, and where the hell's he from?
He's
He's
from
California.
I didn't know he
California
was from California
Yeah.
till this year. Yeah.
Isn't that 101 car used to run the All-Star Series?
Yep. They
See,
are
I
actually.
fucking-
They are. Kevin Osmowski actually works on it now, and they are in Fremont.
Right
Got
next
him a
to
shop.
Farmer's
Yep.
shop,
So
right?
you
yeah.
were right.
Yeah.
Farmer
See,
got
I
the
was
horse.
wondering.
They got a shop right there out of Fremont. Him and Caleb and Kevin run that deal.
Okay. Yeah, he's been killing it.
Yeah, they've been fast.
Yeah, I always.
I didn't realize he was so young. Like,
That's the thing about it, everybody's young.
Yeah.
that's the way to start.
Yeah,
I'm old
man.
now.
Yeah, he's on the other side. All these young cats, they're coming for it week in and week out. And you can't sleep. A lot of these dudes think, oh, it's just a car. Oh, I missed the setup. No, dude, these dudes every single night slide or die. They don't care.
Eat, sleep, and live racing.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can get to the top.
Right, you have to. That's why I work so hard with Declan, man. We started pushing him, and dude, I'm
It's
trying.
crazy.
Yeah.
You either got it or you don't, though. That's what
He's got it.
And,
So.
well, you can tell quick.
Yeah, he's got it better than I do, man. I mean, shit, we've been running that.
He ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah, we
bro.
ran 4 national events this year, and he won all 4 of them.
Okay.
We went to Eldora last weekend. We should have won it, or at least finished second.
Yes.
1 lap to go, got fucking taken out.
See, that's where I can't. That's why I'm happy I'm not a driver, because my fuse is short.
Yeah.
You wreck me, I need to wreck you, or something. There's
Something's gonna happen.
consequences.
Something's
Because
gonna
if
happen.
not, you think it's okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it. These parents are cheering that and thinking and teaching that way, and I'm not teaching that way. I'm always yelling at Declan. I'm like, pass clean, get him into it, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And just it sucks. 'Cause, I mean, we go back in 5 weeks for the Midwest Race of Champions, and we're determined to win that one. But it just sucks. It just sucks how it just. And that's why I've already been looking. A junior sprint is probably our next buy.
Okay.
Because I know you can't just run into each other with that, and that's all go-karts is just bumping and
Bumping and running.
Teaches bad habits.
yeah, very bad habits. And he wants to run a midget one day, and
Yeah.
so
Start them early.
right. That's all.
It's crazy. Some of these kids that you see, they can barely see over the steering wheel, but they're willing to race
Right,
hard.
yeah, right. I mean, he just turned 7, so we're about to. I mean, he's got no counter steering in the go kart anyways, and he tries to drive it like a damn sprint car, and I'm like, bro.
Hey, he's quicker than the car.
Yeah, exactly. He's better than I am. Ever was. So I'm excited to see how that goes. But I seen Chaluk's had that what was it, the mid-champion season or
Yeah, the
something
mid-season
on
championship.
Sunday, and like she was like introducing everybody around, and Caleb gets on there and he goes, "I'm Caleb Henry, and I'm not fucking related to Cap Henry." Dude,
He's probably tired of the question.
They weren't happy. There was one night when they did the Speed Week send-off. They were both standing at the bar. I was like, man, they let you brothers sit next to each other. Like, you guys go from fighting one night to ordering next to each other. You guys all right? Like, is this just some brotherly love? They did not. Neither of them like that.
That's why I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's why with Glenn,
What's coming up? We got Fremont. We got Attica, Fremont.
Yeah, no, the Fremont's the open wheel shootout.
Yep. Double feature.
And a $10,000 to win from Speed Week.
I wonder how many people are going to come
I
back.
don't know. Everybody says Tim Schafer's going to win it if he comes back.
Let's see. I think does Danny start up front?
I don't remember.
I think so. He ain't coming back.
He fucking started up front all weekend.
I think that Fremont, that Ohio dust is Ohio dust is not to play with. A couple of those, I'm sorry, but a couple of those racetracks
What was it, Waynesfield or Waynes
did
County?
not do Ohio justice.
Yeah. The little bowl one. Which one is that, Waynes County or Waynesfield? The one where
Waynesfield.
Kale got him by like fucking the thousandth of a second or some shit.
That's a tire eater.
Yeah,
Hilltop,
I heard.
Tire eater.
Yeah.
Muskegum, tire eater. For $500 to start, can't do it.
Cost you that.
No, tires, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fucking
You
right
can't do
rears.
it.
What, right rear, you left rear are fucking like $300 some now?
$350.
Fucking insane,
Yeah,
man.
depending where you're buying, and that's You know, that's a big thing that goes
That's
into our
another
deal.
big, yeah.
Like Waynesfield that night. He loves Waynesfield. He loves that
Yeah,
track when it's
dude,
prep.
that place nice.
Yeah, like that's
It's really when it's prep right, like you said. I don't know if it's because it's too fast, and they're like the quickest way to slow it down is just to not put any damn water on it. Because I mean, they keep doing like all these racetracks. They keep doing renovations outside the racetrack, and they ain't doing shit to the racetrack. So I don't know. Maybe at this point I'm starting to think it's a speed thing. Because you show up there and there's no difference from the pits and the track.
Right.
Yeah, it's that dry. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I wish Fremont bring that banking back that they used to have back in the day.
See, right now I'm not complaining. Brian Sabo. Everybody says Rich. Rich doesn't, but Brian Sabo
Oh yeah, all night. Every
has
night.
that track.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Oh,
No
it's
matter
the
what.
best I've seen it since.
Oh,
I was
you're
old.
right. Yeah,
dude.
all that clay and
Yeah.
everything's done.
They had, what was it, 190 something degrees Saturday?
Mhm.
All night racing. Didn't touch left rear, didn't touch right rear. I was able to flip them and put them right back on.
Huh.
yeah, they're sitting right there. Flip.
Nice.
And
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's been like that all year long. Attica, it's a little Attica is a little dusty. I think it's because they keep dumping water on it when it's as hard as it already is.
All right.
It's not
Maybe they
taking
need to
it.
call Brian. If I was someone in Ohio right now, I'd be calling Brian.
Because
Right.
he obviously knows what he's doing.
Because he's
Yeah.
doing something right.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
doing something
I
right.
got him on Snapchat, dude. And
Yeah,
all week
He's
until
a-
like 11:30 at night, watering 11,000 gallons, 11,000 gallons, 11. That's like, dude.
I think he
pouring
said
it to it.
he had 77,000 gallons pent up in it by the time we went. By the time we got there at 4 p.m. on Saturday, at 4:30.
And he tickled it some more and watered it some more.
Damn.
But whatever he's doing, it's given us a great race.
Yeah,
track.
fine.
We-
Top, bottom, you can do whatever you want.
Fun runs out to run a track, so I mean, always has.
Yeah,
I mean, it sucks that he left the first time.
politics.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
And the only
And
one-
honestly, it made it better in the long run. Like, it's getting better and better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he knows how it is, man.
Yep.
He pays for a race car just like everybody else does.
And not too many racetrack owners can say that.
Huh?
He sees it from all three sides.
Yep. And plus, he took that break, and him and Howdy traveled around, so we got to see a lot more and how things were done. And
Yep.
so I mean, he's got it, man. So I wish nothing but the best for them. But
I see next week though it's gonna be a little tight on car count around here. You got Wayne County running the double show Friday and Saturday.
I think that how it was been last couple this week, where you guys were low. Like, fuck, you went
I feel
to
like a lot of that
53
Speed
race
Week,
cars
though,
through
would you
Speed
think?
Week, and then after Speed Week, everybody's gone.
I think two things.
Folk run out of money.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, a lot of
And that-
Speed Week is
That's
good.
my big dude. Why would you run that many nights in a row, knowing you ain't about to have it on the back end?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make sense.
My thing is, like, I understand, like, all that, but then I look like, so I talk to Bryce Sleek all the time. And they took 2 haulers with both fucking race cars in them all week long.
The gas.
Hey,
So could you imagine what he's paying? What they spent that week, let alone to have everybody just having one big old fucking rig?
crazy. Insane is what I call it.
Yeah.
I loved watching it from the pool. It was great. I went to work, came home. Sean went to work. Everybody went to work. And we weren't playing around in the dust.
And then we went to the pool.
Yep, and we went to the pool.
Heck yeah.
I think a few years ago, Brady McMahon had it right. He had like a full suit for Wayne County because it's just, dude, I call it Ohio Dust Week because that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucked it was hot, too.
Oh, it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as yours.
Last
I
year.
remember doing it 2 or 3 years ago. Me and TJ, just me and him. It was hot. This year, I think it was a lot cooler than it could have been. Like the week, if it was the week later,
Yeah.
you would have had people dropping out.
Yeah. I feel you.
I mean, it's a tough deal. It's definitely a respectable deal, like, for the people who do it, but
Super respect.
it's
These are
yeah.
fucking crazy.
In the past, did they used to do like a day in the middle of the
Yes.
week off?
I
They
think it was a
didn't this
Wednesday.
year, right?
And everybody gets to go to Cedar Point.
Okay.
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
That's
Huh.
what I thought.
No, this year they said 9
Yeah,
tracks, 9 days,
free.
baby. Let's go.
Well, who was running it this year? I'll say the name. Aaron Fry.
That's a lot of racing, man. I mean...
Better watch out. I'm gonna get called back on the start after that comment.
You're not welcome.
Get him out of black flag him.
Yeah, he'll be kicked out.
Yeah, I better watch out.
Oh, shit. So, what's your favorite track to race at so far?
Including asphalt tracks too, because
Oh God.
Well,
Yeah.
we know it's dirt trumps all those.
Okay. So you like the dirt a lot more?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably more
he's
challenging.
been with-
It's boring.
He's
Really?
been with me at
If you
road
want to
course.
go watch
tests.
paint and dry, go watch.
I never even like fucking NASCAR.
You
Shit,
can't even
retarded.
see the whole tracks. Probably.
Yeah.
You see like two
That's the
corners.
biggest part. The
He's-
biggest.
No.
And
Then
he
you
saw
gotta
it.
drive to the other part. It's like, then you gotta drive to the other part. It's like, fuck, I'm racing.
Actually, well, it's really funny. So we had a set of rain tires, and it was raining when we did Glenn's first test with the P3 car. And we're kind of like with a different set of guys, and we knew where the team was going and everything. And long story short, I was like, those rain tires are like 4 years old. And he's like, can I? He looked at Paul. He goes, can I? What do you got in the trailer? And Paul's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, trust him. So he actually like scuffed in, which no one has, I don't think, ever done on a road course rain tire or tire in general over there.
You grinded that
He
fucker
took
like a dirt tire?
He ground it off. And
Put some heat in it.
what happened?
She was sticky too.
What
Sticky in the water.
We roll
So I don't
out.
know.
We roll off. He does that, and I mean it's just like a private test. Like nothing mattered. Like there's no officials or anything. We rolled off. We were like 4 seconds faster than the other P3 car there. I felt like I was like Superman on range. Like, I was just sitting there, and
Just don't
everyone's
bother.
like watching the timer, and they're like, "Dude, you're like the fastest car on track by like a long." And I was like, "Yeah, sprint car guys."
Can't show them how to do it.
Hey, right? Get it, man. Shit.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's a. It's just interesting. All like when you really look at it, I think that was eye opening even for Glenn of like, how much do we actually do on a sprint car compared to like other factions of racing?
It's my problem with it is a lot of dudes try to make it seem like harder than what it is. With sprint cars,
Right.
you do the same thing every week.
Mhm.
Some people may go a little bit further than others. You may take the drive line out more sooner than other people. But at the end of the day, it's the same damn thing. You're cleaning the nozzles, cleaning your fuel filter, changing the oil, greasing bird cages, greasing bars. Make sure the damn thing's straight.
Oh, I know. I used to
Send
do.
it
I
right
did
back out.
Austin's maintenance every fucking week, dude.
Now-
Every Friday and Saturday.
These asphalt cars, dude, they too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
He has a user manual.
There's
What?
Yeah, I got it on 5. I got it downloaded. It's so damn big. So they were having a problem with a. It's called a tripod. It's basically like an inner shaft on the drive shaft. They're having troubles with the tripod. I'm like, you got a manual? Pull the manual out. The manual tells you how much grease to apply by weight.
Down to grams.
It tells you how to tighten everything, the order, what tool to use, from the front of the
Holy
car
shit.
to the rear of the car. There's a manual for everything.
Does your grease gun tell me how much you're squirting out or
No,
what?
no, you don't use grease gun.
No?
No, sir. You got to use, I think it's like $100 and some for a tube of it, and you need to apply it onto a scale, and you need to weigh it.
It's called metal.
And then you need to rub it in like you would do normal, and then put it all back together.
Oh, shit.
They can't even work on the car without pulling out the manual. So when the first time watching them do all that, I'm like, what do they keep going in? Oh, they're getting the manual. The manual? I'm gonna, fuck, y'all watch out. Let me do this shit. It's got a damn manual.
Right.
It's
Put 2 turns in the right rear, let's go.
No.
Send her out.
no 2 turns. 2 flats.
2 flats?
2 flats with a bolt head.
Okay.
That's 1 flat is 2 millimeters in ride height. Everything is fine, minute. He comes in talking about let's raise it a millimeter. I'm like, razor goes out there. Hey, whatever that 1 millimeter did something. He said it's fine, but I'm raise it a millimeter. Hey, send it wherever you want.
It makes you think, like, how the fuck did they come up with that? What were they thinking in the process of doing that?
I will say there is a math to where you basically what you got to think is we have wings on the top of the car.
Right.
That car
Downforce
has basically the same thing underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
It has the same amount of downforce coming from the under tray and all these tunnels and basically how the air is tunneled through.
Okay.
So that's why when you adjust a millimeter, you're adjusting
more airflow
50 to 100 pounds of weight at a certain part of the core.
Okay.
And you come over here and you're like, throw a half turn in this thing, and you're.
Right.
I think Send it. It's fine. It's fine. Send it.
Drive it harder. Cry, baby.
That's all I can.
Yeah, drive it harder,
Drive it harder. And if anyone knows where that came from, it's AJ Havens. I was brought up in the AJ Havens Scott Bartson group, and if anyone has ever seen any of their race cars, it's left foot off the ground, tighter than fuck, and they tell you one thing: drive it harder.
Cause that's the one that's Travis Philo, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he likes his cars tight.
He likes them tight.
And
And I mean, it makes sense. You can't do shit with a free car. I mean, it looks cool, wing down, cranking a wheel into it.
That's
Drivers are spinning the fucking
that's just more work for the driver, dude, ain't it though?
But they like it though. No, it'd be easier.
It'd be
Cause
easier.
he's having to fucking. He's having
Yeah,
to.
it's easier.
He's
to
having to drive that
I
bitch in there.
turned left more than I turned right on Saturday.
Yeah,
night.
there's a couple times you see videos, you're like, oh, okay, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
We drove
started
in on the
Fremont.
start. Yeah.
Starting at Fremont, I think everything was on the right front, the whole car. I was like, oh fuck. He set it back down. I was like, I think he knows don't do that one again.
We had the left side's probably 1.5 feet, 2 feet off the ground.
It was off the ground.
Wow.
I told Howdy on the start, I said, hey brother, we're still working on hitting the bottom of 1 and 2. Watch out.
Hey, at least you give him a warning though.
He went full top. He
made sure. He went
over the
yeah,
cushion
he
off
made
of-
sure to stay out of the way.
So I used to do the same shit in the fucking dirt truck. Like, hey, bear with me.
Hey, yeah.
I'm gonna go this way, and I'll let you get by me. Cause like, I hate when they put the guys that are way faster behind me.
Yeah.
Like one night I drew pole, and I'm like, fuck.
Hey,
Yeah. I'm like,
Actually, you guys ever see those pictures of like the road course cars, like the Porsches at the Glen, like pouncing off the curbs?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt. I was turning left, not right,
I think there's a curb under
and I was like, I was just up like this, and I was like, fuck, if I flip this thing, I'm gonna get my ass ripped when I get back. So I just fucking
set her back down.
set her back down and
Good
went.
to go.
God. Well, yeah, dude. I was like, I wouldn't find out who's behind me, and I'm like, dude. I'm like, hey, I'll stay high. You go under me, and we'll get out of this.
We'll make it through. We'll make it through.
The one time, dude, I was getting in it, and I forgot to tell the dude behind me, and it was Ben Clapp, and he literally drove his truck completely under my truck. I was like this down the front stretch. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know how the hell on.
I'm trying to get a dirt truck ride.
Dude,
But I need
that's
by the end
more
of the year.
that's more drama than the damn sprint cars.
I don't care.
No.
They ain't gonna wreck me.
It's worse. The more you go
It's
down,
the-
it gets
it's
worse.
The,
I feel
the
like.
politics.
Yeah.
No, listen. Lack needs to get in a I need a dirt truck ride. I'm putting it out there.
I can probably find something for you.
I need a dirt truck because too many of these drivers keep saying you drive it, then you drive. So I'm gonna give me a dirt truck first.
Hey, you heard it from the
I'll
best. Get it
win
in.
that.
You want to go back to what you said?
Then I'll get in the 305. I'll win that.
Oh, you're giving yourself like that. You're winning.
Like that.
You're winning them.
You know Larson Day?
Yeah.
Got nothing on me.
the
black.
I want to bet on this one.
Hey, come on.
So we'll start finding it.
confidence here, I might have to put 5 on him,
I
man.
see. Hey, he
the
told me to drive it.
confidence.
I said, okay, give me a seat.
Right.
I didn't say I was going to. I'll drive it. I ain't going to say I'm going to do better than you. You drunk?
I'll tell you right now, them dirt trucks are way harder to set up than a sprint car.
Y'all are crazy. They're everywhere.
I did it for 10 years and I fucking. I don't know
You
why.
still
I
trying to
couldn't do it.
figure it out?
I was still trying to figure it out.
I'm
It's not the
surprised-
same.
I'm surprised.
Because every year the rules would change, and the guys that had the money would
Yeah.
get 30 times faster.
Problem number one, I'm cheating. Putting it out there. My racing style is I'm taking the picture. I'm hitting the scales. They gonna DQ me, but hey, everybody knew who won the race.
Hey,
Everybody knew
hey.
who won the race.
This is how particular it is. There's a dirt truck out there. I'm not going to say who, okay? They cut the back rear frame rails off,
Put a late model, right?
flipped them upside down, and put them on different sides to lower the ass end down more.
I like it.
Yeah.
We got a sprint car out there with lower rails that aren't legal. No one says nothing about that.
I think I know who you're talking
But
about.
what is this?
I'm trying to figure out, you get DQ'd for a national
Yeah,
race. You
right.
think cars DQ'd for life.
It's just
Yeah.
crazy on
It's
like
unsafe,
the shit
right?
they're doing.
Like,
Hey, let her rip.
And now they're adding coilovers to the front and making it just.
See, yeah, I need one.
I know one of them dudes. His fucking front shock's $1,900 just for the right front.
What?
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah.
All year to
That's
win
what
that
these damn
guy.
late model guys are spending on these damn coilover shocks.
He should have just went to Berryman. He was saving
Yeah,
some
the
money.
dog could hook him up with something.
Yeah, no,
1900.
dude, it's nuts.
Hey, how much are the P3 shocks? That's in the manual, right?
Yeah.
And it's incredible, dude. And the motors they're putting in there is the same amount, more than 305s.
So I got asked to drive a dirt late model at the end of this year and at the end of September.
Ooh, for who?
Taylor Griffith in Georgia.
Okay.
TGR that runs Livonia Speedway.
Okay.
And me and Glenn were talking about it one night, and I'm like, dude, you know there's 7 fucking shocks on that thing?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot.
There's a lot.
And one little wrong fucking miss is you're done. Your setup is
See,
completely out.
I don't. One little move of a bar.
Yeah. Depending on what bar they're running.
It's insane. The more and more you get around these, the easier and easier they are. I think a lot of times crew chiefs, drivers like to make it harder than what it is.
Yeah.
More
no.
complicated.
When I mean, when I raced with my cousin Austin for a couple of years, and I mean doing his maintenance and everything, as he would fucking sleep all day long. I just kind of learned it myself.
It's better that way though. I know.
Yeah,
I tell him he tries to come, and me and Zach just stay out.
But then he tells them, like, we had a rental day the other week, and he's telling everyone, he's like, Sean, don't do a thing.
But do you?
Hey,
See,
right.
we don't let. Just stay. It's easier. My thing is, I got me and Zach. I know Zach knows what to do if I'm not here. I know what to do if Zach not here. Zach knows what I'm thinking most of the time.
I come
So
here
it's
and his
perfect.
tools are out.
I don't do tools out. Tools go back in the drawer.
Yeah, I feel
We
you.
don't-
That's why I do all my stuff, dude.
You gotta stay clean.
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
The part I try to remind him, it's his retirement, not mine.
Yeah.
So let's try to keep what you got before I ask you to buy some more 916 riches.
Yeah, you should see my
We're
go card,
low
dude.
on those. That's
That's-
on my list for next week.
I don't know what tool companies out there, but can we sell individual 916 ratcheting wrenches? I went to Harbor Freight. It's
No.
not a thing.
It's not.
I
What
tried
about,
Amazon.
what about Rooking? Amazon's on
I,
thing?
Amazon wants you to buy it's a 4-pack. I don't need them. I don't need a half inch. I got 15 half inches.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I need it.
I can't believe
Yeah, you
Amazon
find out.
wouldn't even
Right,
have
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
surprisingly, Amazon got everything, bro.
Fuck, we're gonna start making 9/16 ratchet wrenches, bro.
Right, dude, sell them separately.
Sell it sold separately.
Can you make them at SCM?
You might take
That's
over.
past my that's past my pay grade.
Right.
That's engineering and everything. I don't do that. No engineering work.
You got a book for that.
You break out the manual,
Break
man.
out the manual. Break out the manual.
Bring out the
But-
manual.
I mean, with Declan's car, dude, every time we're done racing, that thing comes all the way down to Bear. I take everything off that thing.
People probably think you're crazy.
Yeah, but I
you
mean,
know,
yeah,
you
but-
know.
yeah, I
It
know.
helps.
I know what we win races.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it helps a lot.
I know when all our bearings are good, and I check them after they come out of the sonic cleaner because I sonic clean everything. Once it's all
Yeah.
done, I spin it, and if it spins weird, I don't like it. I'll buy a new one, put a new one in. I give him the best of the best.
Mhm.
I don't want because
You got KKM for the cards over there.
my thing is like I want my child no excuses.
Hey,
Hey, I want to
and
keep
that's how I
him.
am.
I want to keep him.
That's how I tell him.
Stop saying everything you're doing.
I don't care if we got to sit out a week. I'm not putting junk on. That's why.
No, because that can cause more issues.
Yeah, you'll just leave
And then you
another
cause it
failure.
fucking destroying the
More
race
issues,
car.
and
Yeah.
more issues and
Yeah,
more
I'm not
issues.
doing it.
It doesn't
I'm
add up.
decent about it for what it is.
Yeah, you are, but I just know I've seen the price. This shit's expensive,
Mhm.
and that's what I don't know if a lot of people realize how expensive it is just to drop the door. No, they're in a loss. As soon as you drop the door, you're in a loss.
Oh, definitely.
So everybody, well, it's $500 to start this, that, and that. It's like,
So.
Who
You're right where you
really
you're right where you
As
just
soon,
use
as
this
soon as
400.
you run that motor, if nothing goes wrong, that's $500 done to that motor for 30 or for 40 laps.
every time.
Every single time. You're before pit passes.
Yeah.
Methanol,
Fuel,
$100.
tires.
Yeah, you guys don't use a lot of fuel, do you?
He's not supposed to.
About
but
20 about 20 gallons a night.
20 a night?
Yeah.
When I'm not,
More?
no, when I'm not being a crybaby,
When
won't
he's
go
not.
up
Hey,
there.
listen, we had one incident. He came in with way more fuel than he should have.
Ah.
It was one incident though. It's been fine since. We've been good since, but
Is that how you
what
know
are we
he's
at,
on the
40
gas
gallons
pedal?
a night?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're 40
You're
gallons
probably
a
around
night.
30 or 40 gallons a night,
Okay.
depending on where you're at. But yeah, you're up there.
And what you're running, you better run the B-main or not?
Yeah, we
Try to stay out of that, huh?
try to stay out
We're,
the
we're
B-man.
trying not. We don't like being
I don't-
bandits.
I don't think anybody does.
Hey, you starting to be man. You just made your night. long. Because
Yeah.
you're now in the back, you're in dirty air. Even if you're good, you're fighting.
You got work to do.
And people think,
And
like,
Rex
the
feels
guys.
like-
People think, the guys in the back must not be like. No, they're damn good too.
Yeah.
It's just not. It ain't walking the park to get to the front.
I mean, you look at
From
like
top to bottom.
you look at the fact that I point back to the weekend. Me and Trey were battling for the B main win at Attica on a Friday night,
Yeah.
and then we were trading sliders for the lead of the feature, the A main on at Fremont the next night. Like, it's that tough in Central Ohio, right? Or not
Right.
Central Ohio, I guess Northern Ohio.
Yeah.
It's that tough up here right now.
You run that 3-inch wicker bill?
No.
No? What's your thoughts on it?
He may be mad at me, but I haven't came off an inch and a half all year.
I
My
don't know.
thought is, well, actually, we put the 2-inch on at Fremont just because I said, fuck it, we're starting up front, let's try it. My thought is, though, you start putting this 2-inch wicker bill on, 3-inch wicker bill on.
What's that doing to the
You
racetrack?
build a good. At the end, you're putting downforce on the car.
Yeah, just
you,
how you
You build a
yeah,
crutch.
You're
though.
just.
Locking it
But my
down.
thing is,
Pretty much locking it down.
But my thing is, all right, you leave here. You want to go run with the All Stars, or you want to go run with the Outlaws somewhere. That little notebook you built with your 2-inch wicker bill is fucking useless
Yeah,
now.
you can't use any of them notes.
Can't
Any of
use
the
a
setup.
damn nope. You can say you can, but I mean it's a big difference.
There's differences. Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to the JB makeup show at Beaver Dam in 2 weeks,
Yep.
2.5 weeks, and we can't run a 2-inch. So,
Yeah, so
his philosophy is, if we can't run a 2-inch
Everywhere.
and also he knows where we're going with our program. We're gonna run local like we're doing this year and hit or miss a couple races outside the box. But next year we're gonna probably do 2 weeks home, 2 weeks traveling.
Yeah.
So he wants to build a notebook that's gonna last,
Right.
not like.
You can use it all around.
Yeah.
Local tracks. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people are like, well, the tracks are different. This is. I mean, but at the end of the day, your basic setup
Right.
should be able to get you from
Let's start.
here to here to here. You can tweak here and there. Obviously, track's a little bit bigger, a little bit flatter. You know, you change your setup here. But my biggest thing is I want to go everywhere with the exact same thing.
Just like with my cart, we go off the baseline, we adjust at the
Yep.
track, and then when we get back to the shop to do maintenance, it goes right back to baseline
Every time.
every time.
But
Yeah.
also TJ was texting me about it the other day. He's like, this is with all the speed that you have, Glenn's giving you a very consistent program, and it's the same. And now that the car is the same every night, or at least slight differences, right,
Yeah,
depending on track.
Yeah.
But I'm from where I started the year to where I am now.
Night and
I've
day
came
difference.
a long way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that consistency being there, and not for nothing, one of the things that DJ told me that I ate my own words this weekend, but DJ Foose told me at the beginning of this year, he said, your problem is you know so much about road course cars that you think you're feeling this, this, and this, and you don't even know what you're feeling to try to relate to the setup. So you need to throw all that out the window and just listen to Glenn.
Was that hard transitioning from the road course stuff to dirt?
Now that he's seen it, I think he can vouch of why it's
Yeah.
hard.
I can see what. I mean, I ain't trying to make his head any bigger, but he goes to the road course track. They can unload a fucking dune buggy, and
And he
he's
whoop their
gonna
ass.
be
Yeah.
gonna be top 3
Yeah.
without even saying anything. You unload at Fremont and Attica right now, and
Mhm.
you don't got your shit in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not fast out of the box. You're
No,
in trouble.
sir.
Yeah.
There's no. And the biggest thing I wish I know they try to speed the show up, but this hot lap qualifying shit is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't care if you draw 1, draw 77. There's nothing worse. Even if you do want to try something, you can't try it at Attica.
Right.
Because if you go out there and try that hot lap qualifying and you bury yourself in a heat race, now the
Yeah,
driver
you
looking
know
at
if it
you.
worked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
You can't try nothing new at all.
you can, but you can't miss.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got to be real close. And then like you go to Fremont, I'd be like, well, fuck, let's try this because I know I'm gonna get my hot laps real quick, and he's gonna give me shove me back, and I'm gonna get a qualifying. So it's Attica's tough. I don't think Attica's been the same all year. I think every week it's been different. This week me and a couple other people thought it was a lot slicker than what it actually was. That dirt, it's weird. It slicks off real quick in hot laps and qualifying, and then they'll put a little bit of water on it. The first heat race for sprint cars always fucking sucks, but after that, it comes right
Moisture
back.
comes right up.
It comes, but if you're in that first heat race, good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you have a bad tire.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
I can't complain though. This is the first tire we had all year that was
Yeah.
bad.
We had one that went out a size and came back miles off, and if we're only one so far this year,
Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah.
I
that's gonna happen. We're motor racing.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. So, one person you hate racing side by side with.
Which group? Which group?
And come on, in the 410.
Oh, the 410. I still got one that caps the one from this weekend. It is
One person.
What's
you
his
hate.
actual last name?
Oh. See, I don't want to have to go here. You know,
We got a nickname.
Yeah, let it out.
We gotta know.
From the situation, you know, I was pent up in the house. We weren't raised.
We were bored, huh?
I was bored.
You made a nickname.
I made a nickname, and now I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't care, but I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't.
I don't like racing around the little driver in the 11N. But he's 19, so just know I know you're 19
He's
now.
19?
Yeah, he's 19.
He is
so
of age, because I made a post. I was like, damn, he's underage, and he's still strapped in a car.
yeah,
No,
so
he's of age.
so at 19, I recant. I won't talk to your dad next time, kid.
The only problem I have is these kids drive over their heads,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and then owners and parents, and they're like, I don't. What do you mean? He was
He
just
didn't do
driving
nothing wrong,
hard.
yeah.
Like, you know, back in the day, that's getting your ass whooped.
It's kind of like having in your driver, what, last year or the year before?
Yeah, he.
Now that was an ass whooping.
No, I will say this. The fact that he was kicked while he was down is absolutely not okay. And now, if anyone has a problem with me and they want to meet up outside the racetrack, I by all means will go in a parking lot with any motherfucker. Don't have a problem. I can handle my own shit.
Hey.
But if you kick someone that's on the ground, you've done wrong, and that family will never come back from it with me.
Yeah, they just lucky I was getting the mule, man.
Yeah.
I was just going to get the mule when I came
I
back.
seen the video and I seen Tate Sheets fucking body slam hit. I was like, oh, dude, you know that hurt.
I missed this one.
Oh, dude.
I already told. I don't.
It was needed.
The problem is, I don't care if you kick me out.
Right.
There's another racetrack we'll go to.
Right.
I still got my day job.
That
You're gonna
kid,
be all
I
right.
mean, it happened to be, he blatantly ran him right the fuck over.
I will say, ever since the incident,
Right, he ain't done
Been
shit
clean.
since, huh? Right.
it's crazy we get a little attitude adjustment how these kids
Yeah.
start driving better.
Hit that ass whoop real quick.
There's only one person that gets attitude adjustment. You don't change. You just press charges.
33W.
Oh, no.
Hey, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, no.
I heard about that too.
That was
It's
That was
crazy.
pretty funny.
Well,
yeah.
dude, in my book, that's soft as shit. You're done. Yeah, that's one you can't come back from.
Mhm.
Snitching. Yeah, I guess that's
Right.
just
Like,
yeah,
as we
snitching.
talked-
That's the same
Right,
thing.
we talked
yeah.
about the other week, like what happened to a good old ass whooping and good shake hands.
Shaking
and go
hands
home.
and we're done.
Yeah, right. That's it. Now I'm going to jail because I smacked you upside the head.
I think the biggest problem is Rhonda ain't giving the kid enough Wheaties for him to take an ass whooping.
Hey, I don't.
He's
Yeah.
feeding something.
I mean, I don't feel that apology was necessary, but I guess that's
It
my
is.
vote.
Hey, you got some
Racing's
some
man.
people and the situations they're in, they got to do that,
Yeah.
and that's
Well,
why
You
I'm
gotta look
happy
good.
we're in our situation where we own our own shit.
Right, and that's why
We ain't
I asked before the show.
We don't
are
have
we
to,
cool? Like,
No, we don't have to do any of that.
And that's
No.
another thing. You guys put your own bill. A lot of these kids don't.
He's footing his own bill.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I try to
A lot of
remind
these
people.
kids don't, man.
He's footing his own bill from the top
Mhm.
to the bottom. Pit passes, pay everything. He pays for it. So that's why I get so upset when you get around my cars and you start wrecking my shit because I know
Mhm.
it's not
some big
it's not
corporation
some owner.
paying for
Hey,
this shit.
Yeah.
we need a new axle. Hey, go to no. It's hey Sean, you're gonna have to order this with your card.
Mhm.
I feel you. I mean, and that's what I support the most about it. You got to support
Yeah.
the guys that are paying for themselves.
And we're good. I mean, like, so we have the most that we've ever had in any year, which is around 60K of sponsorship. The rest, it's like, when I missed Speed Week, I had to go work. Now that work, and he knows how I have it sectioned off. Sometimes I just go work, and I don't spend a dime on it.
Hey,
At home.
he very guy rides with us.
Like, he told me, because we're next month,
No.
I gotta miss one weekend, and he knows what I'm making, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna take this to live off of for the month, and then I'm gonna do this, and he was like, Yo, you can take a little more than that.
Beans and weenies over there. dog.
Some ramen noodles.
Hey,
Hey.
you sure you eating this monkey? I mean, I don't know how many. There's not very many owners or crew chiefs out there that can send a tire guy to go pick up 16 tires, but he sent Zach out yesterday to get his 16 tires. And it's not, hey, make this 16 tires last X amount of days. It's, here's your 16 tires. Let me know we need more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
the harder part is we're on a cash deal.
It's pretty.
I feel you. I mean, but
Yeah, no, like we have a pretty good. I can't probably say this online who it is, but we got a pretty good deal going on. But I gotta pull out 4 or 5K cash, and there you go.
all right. Hey,
And then I also at the same time pay both of them for the week, and
Yeah.
you know, like there's a lot I think in my deal, which and it sucks. I think it sometimes it sucks more for him than it does for me because he understands all the stuff, all the things going on in my head, and all the things that go into, like, yeah. But at the end of the day, one thing he also sees is, and correct me if I'm wrong, when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. Like, I will say the wrong thing sometimes, and then I'll think about it, and I'll
He'll
come back.
And with his rebuttal.
My bad. I'm sorry.
After I was thinking about it.
Like, after I was called a crybaby on Friday night, then all the boys got gifts and a little bonus. No, because it was.
He's just he's hard on himself is the issue. And I'm like, dude, this ain't going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight.
I think what we.
Right, get your
He's,
ass inside.
I don't know who did
Right.
you start saying that, or did someone else start saying the Sheldon and Ripper situation?
I don't remember.
Someone was saying like they like. 'Cause don't get me wrong, and he knows this. Like, I think one of the harder parts for me is I came from just winning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So this is the hard part right now is getting
like
over
me
it.
on asphalt, like, and I'm not saying like I could. I think I proved it at test, but like
yeah.
my success rate, I think in 1 year I won 48 out of 52 races.
I think you got what? I think 84 total
And I have
on
not.
asphalt.
8, huh?
Like 84. I think.
Oh no! This was 48 out of 52 in one
Oh,
See,
yeah.
1
Legend
year.
cars.
Yeah.
Legend cars. That was, and then I went to road course racing, and I think when I won the championship and went pro, I won 9 out of 13 or something. Like my statistics have been like
Up there.
I'm 50-50.
All right.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the
So
asphalt
this
track.
is definitely humbling. for you.
Here, I have not. I've ran second. I have ran top 3. I have won heat races. I have been quick time a hell of a lot, but I have not. And the worst one was before in 2022. We had a fuel cell problem, and we were running out of fuel with 10 to go, and I got passed on the last lap by Flick at Tri-City. So like I've been right there, but that. Bye, Brick. That monkey's definitely there. There ain't no secrets, right? That monkey has a wrench around my neck right now. Like it is what it is. But you know, finally, what I'm grateful for, and I remind them of this, is like, you know, you look at my sprint car deal. The most races I've ever done in a year is 32. We're at 20, 21, 22 right now, and it's June 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I also haven't had a full season,
Right.
or what I would compare a full season to. And the progress that they've made with me in a short amount of time, I think that's why I said the thing about Zach Myers earlier. I'm like, I don't think many crew chiefs can do what we're doing right now and have the speed that we're, and also like deal with a guy who didn't. I'm sorry, I'm not from here.
Yeah,
like
That's big. There's a lot of
Right.
you can see it when people come here. When they first, I forgot who said it, but they said the quickest way around Fremont's the bypass.
Yeah.
It's a tough fucker to get around, dude. It's
Yeah.
if you can hit the bottom in 1 and 2 at Fremont, you'll be good. But if you can't, it's gonna be a long
I think
night.
I've done that successfully 5 times.
Yeah, it is. No, you can talk, dude. You can ask a lot of people. I don't know. There's very few people that can go out there and hit the bottom 1 and 2 every lap.
Mhm.
Right.
Perfect.
Consistently.
Consistently. It's not easy. And I tell you this, I wouldn't drive one of these fucking things. I know that for sure. I damn sure wouldn't drive one.
I want to drive Austin's, but he won't let me.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you either.
I just want to, dude. I'm going to line it up. I pay for it, but I just want to get it. I mean, the dirt trucks are fun.
See,
the problem is
getting in it.
Everybody
That's
just
the
says,
issue.
yeah, dude.
I take the top off. I go ahead and get in, and then we're gonna put the top on.
Yeah, when I get into Austin's, I had to like both feet at the same time and slide my way in there.
Speaking of, earlier in the race in Fremont, when Stewie blew a left rear, Howdy like kind of parked it into him, and I had to slide into Howdy, and the actual his rear bumper went through the panel on the right. Actually,
push the pin.
Yeah,
Zach already beat it.
So I actually had to run with my knee behind the knee guard from like, what was that, lap 7?
Yeah.
Like I had to run lap 7, and I was throttling with the side of my foot rather than
the whole foot.
Oh man.
I don't know how he got in there.
Yeah, like
I don't spot.
did you see me banging it out under caution? I'm like banging, and he's like, I can see in there.
It was wild.
That's crazy, dude. But I mean, yeah, there's not much to these things, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I mean, I think that's why, like, you know, you have crew chiefs and drivers that get along real well together. Like, you know, you talked about it, Zach and Kat.
Yeah, they've been together since
I feel like
go-kart years. Like, I mean, they've been together over 20 years.
The last go-kart chassis I had was built by Zach.
And I feel like right now with what me and Prince are building here, like, we definitely have that speed, you know, and just now, unfortunately, the car's most oftentimes better than where I'm at right now. But as long as I'm making progress. We haven't gone into a weekend and not made progress.
Yeah.
You know, like
as long as we keep making progress, I'm good.
Yeah, like if we weren't making progress right now and the car had been as fast as it has been for the entirety of time and I'm not catching up to it, then we'd probably be having different conversations and we wouldn't be sitting in his garage.
God damn it!
But no, I mean, it's also, you got to think about that from, in my opinion, you got to think about that on the other side of things. Like, yeah, it's easy for the driver to be like, hey, I need a little bit more of this or I need a little bit more of that. But, like, you know, the crew, that's the cool thing about sprint car racing is the crew chief's saying the same thing. Like, me and him had a conversation yesterday about what I need to do with how the car is and how I need to translate that and do a little bit different with some of my fundamentals in order to be more comfortable.
Right.
You know, like, he has to work on me as much as he has to do on the car. With him, like, with me, I just gotta drive a car.
Right, as soon as you're not comfortable.
Right, if you think about it, he has more.
Sucks.
Yeah, he has a lot more variables than me. You know, like he's paying attention to the track conditions. To probably, I don't know if he's like, hey, Sean has balls today. Like I'm gonna go all the way.
I think I watched the other side and I heard something about that.
Or
you gotta ask him. Sometimes you gotta click. Are you gonna get in and drive?
Yeah.
All right, because if I tighten this thing up and you don't.
We're gonna be out to lunch.
Then you have
he's gonna be out to lunch, and I'll be in the stands like this.
Damn it!
Hey Zach, go ahead and get that top wing ready. Because it's getting close.
Then where were we the time that you had to come up? You came up to the fence a couple weeks ago, and you were like just calm.
It was Fremont at the beginning of that race. I had to tell him to calm down. He's just I'll tell him when he's on. But I had to be like, bro, back her down a little bit. See where the track's at.
Wasn't it?
See where your car's at. And it was the beginning of that race. I forgot someone had spun out early, and I'm like, whoa.
That was the Brubaker thing. I think.
I was like, hey, whoa, dude. I told Zach he needs to slow the fuck down, because sometimes I gotta remind him it's faster for you just to slow down just a little bit
and hit your mark.
All that fucking sawing and all that you're doing, you're overdriving it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's better than telling him to get on the gas, though. I'll tell you that. There's nothing worse than the motherfucker. It don't turn. It's tight. It doesn't go.
That's what
it turns 6,800 RPM.
So Friday night, I was mad. I was mad because it was so tight at the beginning of the race, and I just started running the shit out of it, and we were going forward until I spun.
Which is fine.
But
to me, that's fine because I gave him a little too tight of a car, but you spun it out because you were driving the fuck out of it. You didn't just putter on the bottom and bring it back to the bottom. I couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I hate.
So, like, I think right now, like, that's why whoever talked about it was, like, Sheldon and Ripper. Like, we're at that stage right now with me and where the car is, and we're trying to, like,
make the two mesh together.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can make it mesh together for a couple laps, but, like, I got to be able to make it mesh together from green to checker.
Right, yeah, you got to be 100% comfortable. You're like, well, if I bounce off the wall, I can still get it.
Like that right there on Saturday, I'm watching Howdy go into one, and he was jumping the cushion,
Dude.
entering above it.
That boy's,
That's
what I'm saying. He's
Comfortable.
Yeah,
driving.
like Howdy was just like doing, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, then I saw a little bit of lap traffic coming in, and I got him by 2 car lengths, like reeling him in, and then I just went like I'm not lifted, and I'm just gonna drag the hell out of the brake. You still gotta breathe a little bit, but that was when it was just like it was. I mean, we made 5 car lengths up one lap, and the next lap we lost 6. like it was, it's. But it's also hard. I will say this: what we don't talk about a lot is when you hit that lap. So you hit that lap where you're 5 car lengths better, and you're reeling in a leader, and you're coming up to lap traffic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, how much speed are you carrying into one the next lap that you gotta adjust for?
You gotta overdrive it. Yeah.
You don't got a fucking RPM gauge like a road course car. You don't have You don't have any sense other than running hard. And I feel like for someone in my shoes, that's like I'll hit like 2 great laps and then I'll have so much momentum, I won't fully adjust or I'll over adjust.
Yep.
On your dick.
It's the biggest. That feature at Fremont or at Attica this week. He started looking at the lap time and I'm like, oh, he's moving. Motherfucker just spun out. I know why he was moving now. He was fucking driving it in there. Because then that's where the asphalt kills him. Because in that thing, he's just going to keep driving it until it fully won't turn. This car, you may, okay, I can drive it just a little bit deeper. Well, guess what? That too deeper, now your right rear is over the ledge and you're fucking looping around.
Yeah.
The other thing there is like, so it's almost the opposite. So if you can have a car, which actually similar, if you can have a car stuck on entry and borderline oversteer, which is the hardest road course car to drive at the apex, so you can get the rotation right.
Okay.
Now you got to be on as a driver with the timing in order to do that. But that's where I can drive as long as it's snug enough to where I can get in on, like, let's say we're turning right? Like get in on the left rear. The freer the car is, the faster I go. Now, a lot of the road course guys hate that because
you got to work harder.
You got to work harder, but for me, that's when it's time to eat. So also, there's that part and faction too. It's like, and he keeps going back to, who was it, Tyler Sunshine that said it? You got to be uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And
because
that's
those
where
fast guys are not comfortable.
Yeah, and that dude can.
It's these, and a lot of it's these tires. I don't know if a lot of people, if you can look at some of the pictures from now, a couple years back, these tires deflect more. They squish a lot. They change. Like it'll run this way for this week, and then next week this tire it's totally fucking different.
So 2 years ago, and I think he'll attest to this, you could do anything you wanted on entry and hit a berm and be okay. With this new tire, you can't. Like you have to load the sidewall the right way, and if you overload it, you're tight. If you go through it, you're free.
Huh.
So it's a very fine line in regards to like what you're gonna do and how you're gonna load it. Now that old tire, I feel like that's why I was so fast when I first came to Ohio, because I just ran the hell out of it and found something to lean on, and the rest kind of just took care of itself. This one's, in my opinion, more technical to drive, but also more technical from his side.
It's crazy what a tire can do.
Yeah, and it's crazy what we made an air pressure change here recently, and it's crazy what that's done. 1 pound, and it's like, what the? All right,
it's that big of a
let's
difference.
roll.
Dude.
These tires are not constructed like the tires like I originally started. When I originally started working on sprint car tires, they always had a little hump to them, real round. These tires are real flat. Sometimes they even have a divot in the middle.
Goes in,
yeah. And I think when you start overinflating them, you start losing the contact patch.
Mm-hmm.
You start running with the fucking sides of the tire. Then that's going to make your sidewalls real hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so I talked to a few guys, and then I was like, all right, let's try it. Now you can talk to Hoosier, they're gonna tell you you're fucking crazy, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what the book says. I don't care what you tell me. If that's fucking stupid. It's working,
It's working, yeah. It's
Right.
working, it's working.
and that's what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So you like renting on this race car?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty nice. You got good. You can do whatever I can do whatever we want for the most part.
Yeah.
It's really nice equipment. I don't know if anyone really knows it, but he really did. He didn't put together no slap
He
dick
didn't
race
skimp.
car. No.
All right,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, we see we need a body with a duct tape hood.
No,
on it.
yeah, that see. You know, so somebody was. I don't know if y'all saw this, but the qualifying at Attica sucked the hood right off the fucking thing.
What?
Yeah, and I know Zach put all the zoots in. I checked them, and when we came in, all the zoots were in there. It just broke the fucking hood off of it.
Wow.
So and don't make fun of our hood. We like.
Hey,
no
duct
budget. No
tape
budget.
fixes everything.
You can buy a hood or you can buy a tire.
Yeah, duct tape fixes everything. I'm not.
Actually,
I'm
no.
just saying.
That's 3 tires worth of hood. Sorry, guys. Sometimes he doesn't let me use the bathroom in the house because he's scared I'll
Wait,
sit down
what?
and pee when I drive his car. So I had to step out back.
I didn't even realize it. But yeah, that's speed secret right there.
Alright, I
We
get
pull
it.
that off from qualifying, let a little air in there, and we put it back.
Hey, whatever works, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I think is it gonna rain
I don't think so.
Saturday?
It's supposed
Oh.
to.
It's supposed to
It
rain.
seems like a
Supposed to?
70-something%
Yeah.
chance, yeah. Because we're going to Sandusky if St. Martinsville rains out. I ain't sitting
See,
home.
I got told to go to Sandusky too,
Yeah.
but I gotta go there so people shut up. People
Okay.
are there talking shit that they're better than us, so we gotta go put them in place.
He's breaking out the ribs.
We're
Ooh.
going to bring out the ribs, and here's why. So what a lot of people don't know about our deal is typically when we get back on a Friday night and we're doing maintenance after we went to the car wash, his grill comes out and his smoker comes out, and we like to eat meat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I call it like a Mexican smoker's board because there's no sides.
Just me.
I'll just throw
Right,
tortillas
right.
on the grill.
Let me show these
But we
on
got
the- all the way.
steak,
Show
chicken,
these on the-
sausage.
There's
Yeah,
you.
Get those in the camera.
So we
Zach,
got, I got
Zach, was that the other
Yeah, long hair guy.
yeah, the white
You don't
guy?
ever let
so
it
we got a
down.
full rack of ribs here at
Hey.
Prince's house.
And
And help yourself, guys. Here,
Pretty
I'll-
just you three to get it.
yep,
Two. You too. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He,
we keep-
I forgot he don't do shit.
we keep him to the side.
You just tell him to drive the damn race
We'll get a
car.
knife if you want from the inside.
I think you can pull them
He
apart.
just he's struggling.
I mean, they weren't cooked by you, but
but
here we go.
I mean, I listened to have you listened to Bullshit and Butch?
No, I followed him on Facebook.
Okay, well he did it.
Spotify,
He did.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you guys a little
Oh,
bit.
cool.
Some
Oh,
apples.
thanks, sir.
He did a show with Farmer, and Farmer talks about Howdy, and he goes, I told Howdy, don't you let out that damn throttle. You
You
get
know.
in it, and you use the brakes to slow you down. And that kid drives, man.
Drives the shit out of it. Howdy actually, he just built the house right down the street.
Oh
from me.
yeah, that's where
Yep.
it's at. I
Yep.
knew he was somewhere around here.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, one of them bargain million type
Yeah,
things.
he
you
did a
know?
really good job.
That's good, dude. But yeah, that kid.
Oh,
that,
these are
that-
legit, bro.
yeah, they are.
Are they alright?
Um,
Are you gonna do the taste test?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh!
Drop the microphone.
God dang it! Dropped the mic.
Yeah, drop the mic.
You got it?
Yeah.
You can
There you
take it.
go.
Screw on there.
This is how
Ride it like a horsey.
what do we got coming up?
Attica Fremont, World Outlaw Beaver Dam.
Kind of skipped over there. We're going to Beaver Dam, huh?
Mm-hmm. World Outlaws.
Where's that at?
So like that. Where are we? Is that Wisconsin?
Okay. I went to World of Outlaws.
That'd
Yeah.
be different.
That was the first World Outlaw race I made.
Oh,
You gotta go back
It's
now.
on me then, I guess.
Redemption.
He's alright. He done locked it in.
Alright. You gotta be ready.
Qualified 17th there, right behind Logan Schuhart in 2021.
Okay.
I do all right.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
All
One
right.
of the biggest compliments he's ever given me is he said when I made Thanksgiving turkey, he said this is the most Yeah. Moist turkey a white man could make.
Hey, I did that too. I made a turkey, and the girls were like, "Oh my god, I love that." I'm like, "All right, cool."
So we're gonna go to Beaver Dam, then we're on Fremont. Then I got news today that I don't have to work during the Doty.
Ooh.
So then we're gonna run the Doty. That weekend I have to coach, so we're not gonna be going to Eldora. And right now we're in the process, amongst spending money on other things, building a motor to be able for Eldora.
Oh,
just an Eldora Knoxville motor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why anyone would show up with their regular motor.
Not big of a track.
Right.
You're setting yourself up. Mm-hmm. People say, I showed up there with a 12-headed back in '95. Yeah, no.
Does it hurt the motor on that big of a track when you run like what you normally would at Fremont or Attica?
It doesn't hurt the motor. No, it uses more mechanically of the motor. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You're harder on valve springs. Mm-hmm. You're running at a higher RPM for a longer time.
2 nights at Eldora, in my opinion, or 3 nights anywhere else.
2 nights, depending on the track. I'd even say 3 or 4.
That's crazy.
Because, it's a motor eater. I call it a motor eater.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't really like half-mile racing. No. I think everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I don't like racing at Knoxville. It becomes a money
thing.
I think
it's an engine builder thing.
Yeah.
I just heard Eldora is boring. It's the same thing. That's what I heard.
I personally think Eldora races better than Knoxville. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
I heard the late models are better there than the sprint cars are.
I've never been there. Right sprint car guys at Eldora is better. Now that you got these 2 series, we're not seeing the normal Eldora races like we would.
Yeah, you're not everybody there.
Yes,
gotcha.
I want Larson. I want Tyler Courtney. I want all of them. I want all of them ripping together. I don't want these dudes are here because they're over here. I want everybody there.
Right. Like the High Bank Nationals last week, where you had everyone.
And now I don't know if y'all seen that, but that's now a shit show. You got one 410 national race. It's Skagit doing their deal. You got Houston just doing their deal. It's
gonna split everybody up.
Yeah,
it's gonna split everybody up. Hey, no.
I think you might see the 14.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and go to Skagit. That's a good race. Go ahead and go out there.
Sounds like you got some good shit going on. So,
trying. You got to being frugal with our money. See, my thought is, you don't raise some of these. Oh, we can go here. Oh, we can run top 10 or whatever. But you're gonna burn up 4 tires, 5 tires.
Mm-hmm. Is it worth the cost of the 5 tires?
Is it worth the 5? Or you skip this race and the other race, and we're gonna go to Wisconsin. It makes that decision a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I get it.
Yeah, these ribs are pretty
damn
good,
good.
dog. Oh yeah.
I'm supposed to go eat Mexican. I can't eat too much. It's my mother-in-law's birthday.
Eat Mexican.
It's alright. This was first. We booked it. Well, we already tried doing this like 3 times.
Yeah.
I think. What did we do? We wrecked the car one time, so we had to build a car.
And then you're going to Eldora the next week.
Then we went to Eldora.
That made them work. We go to Atlanta the next week.
Oh, yeah.
That was easy.
I'm like, we'll get it in eventually. We'll get that shit in.
We'll get it in.
I've been waiting for this for a hot minute.
We do got one weekend too in Pennsylvania that we're gonna do. I think what's that, August?
I hate Pennsylvania.
Really?
Oh, dude, I hate that place. It's people love Port Royal.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
People talk about Eldora being boring.
It's ride the wall though, ain't it?
Port Royal? Who wants to bounce off the wall?
Yeah, take that chance, dude.
I'd rather watch boring all night.
Mhm. So how do you feel on the whole 2 national series now? For me, I hate it.
It's what's best for sprint car racing.
Really? You think so?
That's what they said.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, has it really hurt? I don't know.
I think it's helped some drivers, like with the big purses and
I
shit
don't
like
help
that.
some team owners.
Mm-hmm.
It helps a lot of team owners.
Yeah.
But then again...
But local racing, I mean, like...
What's missing right now is what Fast is not doing. And putting together a professional series that does travel around the same tracks that the All-Stars were based out of.
Yeah.
And they need to quit hitting the shitholes.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. Oh, everybody does it. We got it. if you are so hell bent on safety and this, that, and the other, why are you going to a racetrack with no catch fence?
Right.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what's. But hey, it is what it is. I know where I'm not pulling into. I'll stay parked and grill before we do something stupid like that.
You do what you gotta do.
I mean, I think that's what we know. We're gonna get 50 races, and there's also in October we had a sponsor offer us to go run a couple of the outlaw races out of state and stuff like that. Maybe travel down to Arkansas and do a couple World Outlaw races, some of the P Boss races, and Lake Ozarks in I think early November. Like, we're not saying those are confirmed yet,
Right.
but we'll get 50 races in, but they're going to be good races.
Yeah, 50 quality races,
Well,
not
you can learn
50
something
we
from
would
it.
race.
Yeah, right. So what do you do for a living besides racing?
I'm a motorsports development coach.
Okay.
I am a machinist. I just finished a few years ago I finished my tool and die maker apprenticeship. Now I just push buttons.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a pretty cool gig. I just actually transferred jobs to SCM in New Regal,
Okay.
and that guy actually sponsors Robert Robinall.
Okay.
So like it's pretty cool to work for someone that
Right.
he's all into racing.
Sponsoring the
Yep.
Does it? I mean, do they work with you? I know you probably take a couple days off.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things when I told him, like, I want to work here, I want to work for you, whatever, but I'm gonna need some days off. Like, they don't have to be paid vacation days, but
Right.
I'm gonna miss Wednesday. Hey, I may leave early on
what
Friday.
do you do with dyes? Like, if you don't mind.
So
I dye.
when the last job I worked at was Uniloy. We did a blow molding and a little bit of dyes. Not really as much dyes as like what other people
Yeah.
do.
So that's pretty much all we do. Like
the
besides
punch out
the
dyes
printing
and stuff.
the printing and the vinyl shit. Like,
Yeah.
We do that too.
Now where I work at now is mostly like it's a bigger job shop more than anything. So which means it's anything. I could be running the cylindrical grinder. I could be running one of the regular mills. It doesn't matter. Lathe grinder. But there we did a lot of blow molds for like your laundry detergent bottles
And shit like
the
that.
sweet tea bottles, stuff like that. One of the cool big jobs we did before I left was like the headboard and footboard at the hospitals.
Oh, okay.
I made the mold for those. If you see Hillron, your boy made the molds. Another thing we did was the like a jacuzzi. You know, like all the sides of the jacuzzi has plastic.
Yeah.
We made the molds to make all that for one of the newer jacuzzis.
Huh.
So like it's pretty cool.
It's not the same shit every day.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself working for the rest of my life. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do. There's guys that work there like, yeah, I've been a machinist for 45 years, and I'm like, you're fucking cool.
You're crazy, dude.
45
You're
years
crazy.
you've been smelling this. No,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
But I think you're going that direction too with some of the road course opportunities.
Yeah,
You keep scuffing them tires like
Well,
shit.
he keep working them tires, be good to go. I ain't gonna have to work there anymore. He's working tires.
Tire
I mean, he
professional.
is. I would say he's also not trying to like blow smoke up your ass or anything, but you are an entrepreneur. He does own a detailing company, and he's now been put. He doesn't call himself the crew chief because I think probably the respect in the team and stuff like that, but he's going to be a crew chief on a road course car for 7 races next year, and
We'll see.
Would you racing it or?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's not really a crew chief gig. If you just stick him in the car, we're good to go. Just make sure it's fuel in it.
I mean, but that means you guys just fit together though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, my biggest thing is I like to have fun. Too many people, like a lot of people take this, I get it, you do it for a living, but at the end of the day, it's still fun. Like at the end of the day, you are working on a race car. Whether you do it for a living, you do it for a hobby, you're working on a race car. You're not saying life or death. Any moment you can park the fucking thing and take a break. Like that's why I'm like, it's real. And then I'm a super competitive person. I don't know if you can tell, like on watching the races and stuff. This is a great way to take out your competitiveness.
Yeah. Hey, I feel you.
I think that's a big thing. Like, going back to the first question, of this whole deal, the Millstream deal. We looked at what we were going to have to deal with, and we weren't right until the feature.
No.
But once the feature came out, it was like, okay,
Here you go.
Yeah, that's why we're grilling steaks and we're sitting right here in this garage.
Hey.
It was a little bit.
Sometimes you got to make that call though. I mean, it's your stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
You just
eat
gotta-
the pit pass money and a little bit of diesel and go home. Because
Right.
if not, Sean's luck, it would have been a top wing, whole nose wing, whole radiator with a hole.
Maybe a car.
Maybe
a
carbon
car
arm guard,
right.
hole. He would have found every rock on that track.
Including the big one that you see.
Yeah,
Especially when it's Prince tight and it's just like, okay,
Yeah, you need to.
you're gonna have to run all of the track.
It sounds like you just got to get, as soon as you get comfortable with the car, you guys are going to go places.
So that's one thing I will say. I will say I am more comfortable than I've ever been.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, I ain't trying to knock anyone, but the race car he brought to me at the end of last year was fucked. I don't think Kyle Larson could have drove it.
Are you sure?
That's
That
just
guy
my
can drive fucking anything.
He ain't better than Christopher Bell, but he's alright.
Dude,
But
I'm a
like
big
Christopher
Christopher Bell fan, and
Oh,
I
me
got
too.
and since everyone's been
Beast.
on Larson's, been
Yeah.
slopping them, I've been having to take out my Bell bandwagon a little bit more because I personally think Christopher Bell is Kyle Larson without everything.
Without the
see,
whole fan
The
base.
fan base,
Dick-sucking.
he's
Yeah.
I like
Gets in the
Christopher
car.
Bell and I love Buddy Colfoyd, and I'm a big giant fan of Cole Mosquito. I love Cole.
You like Buddy?
Dude, I like Buddy.
I like Buddy.
Buddy's
Yeah.
alright.
I like Buddy.
He's just different. I'm a big personality guy. You
Yeah.
could fucking suck, but like if you're cool, hey,
Oh yeah.
hey,
And-
let's
and-
go
yeah.
in the B main.
And
I'm
that-
fucking rooting
right.
for you.
And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about Cole, dude. Like he talked to me like I was just another dude.
Dude, yeah, I definitely had me and Cole. Dude, it's all comes people. It's just drama, but whatever. But like, yeah, Cole's cool. Cole's legit.
I got to talk to him like a month ago, maybe. He came into where we work, and I have Victory Fuel in our job, like in
Yeah.
the fridge. And he got one, and he was talking to Mike about it, and Mike told him my name, and he came back and talked to me for a little bit, and I was like, did I just talk to fucking in? I guess he went
Yeah.
and called Joe and was telling her my name, and I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he
'cause
should
I'm
do-
nobody
yeah.
to everybody else. You
I
know
mean,
what I
no,
mean?
not to Cole
Yeah.
is super down there. He's super chill. I personally probably didn't like the way he drove at the beginning,
Mhm.
but I mean,
If you drove that fucking race car
he
hard.
drove the race. He had to do.
Dude, I think
He had to do what he had to do at the
Yeah.
end of the day, and that's what I try to tell him sometimes. Like, hey, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
We'll take care of the rest in the pits.
there was a point, I swear, I was standing at Attica, like right there, like on the entrance where you guys go on, and I swore he drove the fence to go around Jordan Ryan's for that win. I swore he was on the
Brother,
fence.
I watched that.
Dude, I swear
That-
everybody's like, no way. I'm like, dude,
Listen,
I'm telling you, that
I
car
saw
was
that-
like this.
When Cole at Attica, when Linder had that thing on, oh Lord,
Yeah.
watch the fuck out. That dude, he could drive around that just so smooth.
Yeah.
You think he'll be better than his brother?
I mean, the way he's going, if he gets somebody like, if he gets in a car situation like his brother,
Mhm.
I think he'll be on point.
You want to know why I think he's better than his brother? Because he works on his own car.
Yeah. Has his own.
He does
He
his
does
own
everything.
setup.
Mhm.
And I
He's been killing it with that
dude,
Able Roofing
He's
16
been
car.
killing whenever he hops in.
No,
Yeah.
no, not Able Roofing.
Is that what it is, ain't it?
No, that's Honest Abe.
Honest Abe.
Yeah.
Wait, look, see, you're getting it mixed up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Honest
Hold on,
Abe
man.
Roofing.
I respect
That's
Cole.
the other guy.
Gasser respects a gasser, but
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Abel's going. I don't think I already tried to mix Honest Abe and Abel once, and didn't work out.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, he's even good in the Tarleton car too. So I mean,
No, he. I think what you know is gassers respect gassers, like, and then at the end of the day, like Prince said, like a good personality or just a good person, you know, like
It goes a long
You-
way.
you know, you look at Cole Duncan, like with everything that came out this week. Cole Duncan's never been in any drama, any fights with anyone. Cole Duncan wins, runs hard. He's one of the probably, I would say, more underrated. That like same kind of thing. If what would have happened to Cole if Cole went to the 11 car full time in 2021? You know, like there's a lot of situations, but what I think about Cole's making it happen.
yeah. I mean, my thing is too is like, I mean, I base my people who I vote for is how you talk to me. Don't talk to me like I'm some fucking piece of shit kid or dude. You ain't got
Or you ain't got time for
right.
it.
Yeah, you ain't got time for me.
There's a lot
I
of
mean,
people like that.
it's just simple questions.
You want to know a funny story? So Mid Ohio, 2013. the guy who gave me my first opportunity as a pro also paid the money for me to run the Indy Lights races that I won. And really got me going. I had no clue who the hell Enzo Podolicio was because I was coming from Legend Car late model racing. Had not a clue.
Huh.
I talked to him. He knew I was good, this, that, and the other. And he said, hey, will you come coach my kid and we'll pay you this much a day? Test and dial in her cars. I had no clue who the guy was. Sure enough, I go home, I'm on Google. It's like, that guy owns a 4 teams that are worldwide.
Oh, that's big.
But like, you got to understand when you're at the racetrack, like, respect everyone.
No
matter
matter
what
what
do.
kind of car.
No matter what, respect goes a long ways. You know, and respect everyone, no matter if you don't know them or, you know, if you know he's been a piece of shit to someone else.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
until
what
it,
it is, yeah.
I've rolled by that, and sometimes it makes old Prince mad. But
I don't
like,
do that. You get one shot. I don't
you
do
get
that.
one shot. But I
I'm
do say
done.
until you've done wrong to me, you haven't done wrong.
Right.
Like, you're not wrong in my book yet.
Hey, I get it. I mean, that's what I like in pick and choose. Like, I'm gonna talk to you, and you don't go away, leave me alone.
Fuck it, that's it.
Yeah,
I ain't chasing you.
I'm cool. I'm not gonna vote for you. I'm not even gonna try. Like, and that's what I mean. We were at Applebee's Saturday, and here comes Brew breaking in the door. What's up, guys? Y'all watching me at the race up?
It's crazy
Yeah.
because the 410 feature was still running,
Yeah.
and he came into Applebee's.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's such a brutal
He's
move.
like, I left the whole fucking rig there. I don't give a shit. He's like, me and her came over. We were sitting there watching the races. He goes, you guys watching the races? I'm like, yep. He goes, all right, cool. He's like, you guys had the same idea as we did. I'm like, yeah, but we drove 2 hours away. You drove fucking 4 minutes down the
You're
road.
supposed to be in this.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He actually, well, no.
Yeah.
Was he?
He's there for
a
a
while.
while.
Yeah, he was
He
there.
did some damage to you and came to
He was
Applebee's.
there.
Spun out.
He was there till lap 6.
Yeah. See, and that's what's cool. I like that. I mean,
I think, honestly, you know, like, Glenn didn't go, but Chalukes did a good job about that.
yeah, my Aunt Shelly's been killing it with that.
Like,
So my aunt owns Chalukes. And I feel her getting into the racing community
It's really good.
is the best thing
Yeah.
for her.
It's getting the whole community involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
And she has a beautiful, like, setup. The
Yeah.
way she has the back
And
patio.
she
and
just
all
keeps
that,
on
it's
getting
fucking
better and
perfect.
better and better and
Yep.
better.
we haven't, like, it wasn't like an official thing. It was like the drivers are just people mingling with other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's what's cool. Like, I think a lot of racing's missing that right
Yeah,
there.
she just wants
Community
she wants you to
interaction.
be yourself.
Yep.
Be yourself around people, and I mean, be you. Drink some beers. Like I said, some people act professional so bad they're a fucking robot, and it's
Yeah,
annoying.
all the damn time.
Yeah, like
Brother, you're in the pits walking.
right. Yeah.
Loosen up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's what sucks because that's what pushes the kids away. Like when my 7-year-old goes up to you with a smile, hey, you saw my flag? I want you to be like, oh, dude, talk to him. And I'm like, yeah, here, turn around, and then not say a word to him.
So it was funny. I invited. This is one thing I really, really love when I say like the most authentic and like the purest form of racing is a guy that I used to race against in road course was talking. Hey, Garrett, he coaches at MLT on their F4 deal. Here it's like, so like, do I need to like send an email and get my hard card, or like how do I get in the pits? And I was like, no, bud, you go to the pit pass window like all the rest of the people. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, we all go to the same fucking pit pass window to get in the pits.
Yeah, because the
We're
road
all,
course stuff. you
we
need special
all
passes.
we
Yeah.
all walk in the same way. We don't flash a hard card. We don't, hey, I'm so and so. Like, there's none of that. Like, when you walk into a dirt track, you are no different than anyone else. Now, at the end of the night, you have the opportunity to be the elite of everyone. But the other thing is, as soon as that car is washed at the car wash, and as soon as midnight hits, you probably got to race the next day. So it doesn't matter what you did on Friday night. Like at road course, you get to go like, you went on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Cool, we're a
Rest of
month
the week.
off.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go party, do my thing. No, we're racing the next day. You know, like
Resets.
reset.
As soon
Like,
as the door goes back up, it's
And
time
you-
to start over.
and as soon as you win that next night, you could be in the B main. I mean, Trey won the B main on Friday night, and then won the A main on Saturday. Like, you don't know. It could be the shoes on the other foot. It's backwards. But you gotta go. You gotta eat, sleep, breathe, and work the same way, regardless of the results.
Yeah, they don't care about yesterday. The
It's
car
one
don't
time.
care.
Car don't care. He don't care.
I don't care.
I
I don't
don't
care
care.
what happened in the heat race.
Yeah.
We on to the next
All right,
one.
it doesn't matter. It's
Because we
just
can't
all.
do shit about it.
Yeah, it's over. It's done. It's
Yep.
look forward to the next one.
No, it's sometimes harder to do in the moment, but it is. I will give that to him too. Like he's really good about. I forgot what he walked in and said. He goes, "See, it's exactly what I told you. Ain't your fault. Ain't his fault. Ain't
Yeah,
my
that
fault."
tire. I was like, after he called heat race, I was like, let me just measure this tire. I was like, yep, it's a fucking tire. And he's all pissed off. I'm like, bro, ain't nothing you could have done. Zach could have done. I couldn't done. I said, I don't think Jesus could have done anything about this one. That tire shrunk. Like, there's point blank period. It is what it is. We'll deal with it next.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But you got anything else?
Nope. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
let's do a rib
Yeah.
rating.
A rib rate?
Rib rating.
dude.
All right, I'll give you 7.
I was gonna go 8.
Yeah,
But I haven't
I-
tried his yet though.
I say about
His are gonna be like a 9.5.
No, mine like an 8.
Hey,
Hey, bro,
I tell you right now,
I
dude.
can't get them up
Dude,
there.
fucking Butch can fucking cook too. So I mean,
Think about it. Every big dude
Yeah.
can cook.
Yeah.
The smaller the dude, the less they can cook.
I give about an 8. But that was, it was good. It was juicy. It wasn't
Really
dry.
good.
It wasn't dry.
It wasn't dry.
That's why I gave him the 7.
Right.
But you, I'm hard. I can't cook better than an 8. You know what I'm saying? She's right. Just
Right.
one notch underneath me.
Now he does. I will say.
I cook a lot more though.
Yeah, like I said, every single night, especially as long as like everything went all right, that pit boss is on.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm grilling something.
We went to Clay City for Kentucky to race for one of their memorial races, and their fucking like little trailer they had for food was all fucking barbecue. Dude, their fucking pulled pork French fries were the shit at a go-kart track, dude.
Ooh, we need to work on that.
Oh,
around here.
bro, I'm like, dude, this is awesome.
I'm
is
tired.
That what you want in the
Is
trailer?
it, yeah, the
No,
fun,
I don't
fun
like
track.
food in my trailer though. That's my thing. Like this isn't a fucking buffet.
Alright.
Hey, let me set the high speed. Hold on, move over the fucking raviolis and stuff.
I need to find it. Where the hell's the wrench at?
Where's the wrench? I don't know. It's probably underneath the crushing
buns.
room.
You actually no. One day, when you guys come see us again, we probably should go through the hauler. Let's see, because we got like an 06 hauler, but he has everything like meticulously in its place
Yeah,
and why it's in its
It
place
needs to be there.
and why it's gonna stay
That's
there.
we know it's at.
And so when you walk by and it's missing, you're like, hey, something's missing. It's pretty.
What
Hey,
makes finding something in a hurry easy too.
That's how it is in my fucking toolbox at home. And I'm under a car working on a car, and I'm like, hey, grab me that. Where's that? Top right toolbox, second drawer. I already know where it's at. Just get it to
There's
me.
no guessing.
My thing is I get mad when they're still looking for it because I don't know what the fuck they're looking for.
That's how I know. It's not here. No, it's fucking
Yes,
in there.
I know it's in there.
You don't know what you're doing.
It's a little fucking wrench.
It's got a little mark on it too.
Yeah, right above the fucking.
Yeah, I
the
I
S.
dropped it. No way. Pick that.
I called him last week. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Cleaning your mess up."
Oh, dude. I can't do it. I get it. So everybody's like, it's a dirt track. It's a dirt trailer. Like, I don't know. I don't care. I don't want dirt everywhere.
Do you keep tools in your pocket?
I try not to.
You try not to?
It's
What's your most common tool you find in your pocket?
the 9/16 wrench. Every time.
So are they in your bedroom?
No, I put them back. They don't make it that far.
In the dryer bin.
Yeah,
No,
It's probably in your bed.
That's only because his washer and dryer are
It's
right
right
here.
here.
So he's walking up here and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm in
I already know. I'm like, yep. Before that's the one thing I do. It used back in the day. It used to be bleeders. I have probably bought a lot of bleeders in my day.
Yeah.
The little black
Oh,
ones
yeah.
and the gold ones. Those, but for the most part, I try to put it right back. I try. I lose my keys more than anything.
I lose our keys too.
Well, I guess you need to get a little keychain you hang them up on so you know where they're at.
No, it don't work. I have that.
Then you lock him in the
Yeah,
trailer.
that's right in there.
I have that. Well, in the trailer, I have a hook, and I still don't put it there. As soon as I just set them down somewhere every time.
Well, like last time I came over, actually yesterday they were in there before I pulled the truck over, and then today they were in there. So I mean, keys are hard.
That's Zach. He didn't
Hey,
put 'em.
I tell you right now, my keys never leave the ignition. I don't have that problem. Dude, I hate it. I can't do it. My keys stay out of the ignition, but I mean, also everything gets parked in the garage. The only time
Yeah.
they come out is at work, and I mean, I never used to do that either. But being in a factory life, I can't just check on my truck when I want to.
I think that's the other thing too that I do like about our deal, even though it's probably not ideal for a lot of people, that he has a real job and I have a job, and I mean, Zach.
Hey, you're normal.
Yeah,
You're
like,
a person. You're a human being.
but I think what we're doing right now, and not for nothing, this all started mid-October of last year, but we didn't get cars till late January.
Yep.
Like all this, like it's pretty new, like pretty fresh.
You
And,
can't be like some of them guys where they're, oh, I ain't working tomorrow. We'll clean that race car on Tuesday.
No, actually, this was probably the first week because we had a test day because we do a rental car deal, that we were doing test days with. We did that on a Wednesday, and then they had to come back. I had to coach at Mid Ohio on Thursday. They had to get everything around. You told me to go home Thursday night. I don't think I came back by here. We went there. I went and coached all day Friday, then drove over to Attica, raced, left it. Everything, just like you said, I don't do anything, but I had to go to work in the morning, so left everything for them to get to Fremont, and met them at Fremont on Saturday, and then finally I was like, I had to work Sunday, but I told them, I was like, take Sunday, Monday off. I'll get in there Tuesday. Me and Zach got in here and handled most of the list.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yep.
I mean, I hate fucking, my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and I'm like,
This guy can do it on like 3 hours of sleep. I don't understand.
I used to. I can't do it no more. I get mad.
5 a.m.
Yeah, I'm at work by 5:20.
Jesus, I'm at work by 6.
Shit, I'm gonna be there till 8.
So I help my cousin like on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Because usually Tuesdays we do the podcast. I help build motors for the go-karts on my cousin's shop. And he's like, man, you need to stay here till 10:30. And I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, I get up at 5 a.m. He said, well, we stay out here till midnight. And I'm like, yeah, but you also don't got to be at work till 9 o'clock in the morning. Like, you get your 8 hours sleep no matter what.
No matter what.
By the time my 30-minute drive home, and me take a shower and shit, it's fucking 11 o'clock. I got to get up here in 4 hours. I can't do it. Like, I'm here. I'll help as much as I can, but I'm going home. Yeah. Like, I mean, it sucks sometimes. Like, last week, man, I don't even think I was home, 5 hours. But I use 2 PTO days. Because I drove to Pennsylvania on Monday to get Declan's racing shirts. And then...
Dedication.
And then Thursday, I left early to go put an AC unit in Nate's hauler. And I did his cab bushing mounts in his truck and his axle U-joints and a damn carrier bearing before we left for Eldora. I was barely home. I didn't get to load my shit up till fucking Friday, so I took Friday off to load all my shit up.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then drive to fucking... I went to work later on that night because I clean...
You worked
on Fridays, I clean at Ventra. So, and I got done that within midnight, got home, took my shower, went to bed about 2, and turned around and got up at 3:30, 4 o'clock on our way to Eldora.
At least he washed his ass, though. I give him
that.
Yeah. Some folk ain't even washing their ass.
No, I have to be clean, man. I hate...
And you show up to the racetrack sour.
No.
When you leave, even more sour.
We're both 2 showers.
Yeah, if I'm at we had the car wash, hit me a couple times.
Yeah,
just cool me.
Hit me now,
right,
too.
Yeah, cool. It's cool. I'll change. By halftime, I'm naked anyways. I hate clothes, man. I hate wearing t-shirts.
Always got his nipples out.
I hate it. It's just who I am, though. Like, everybody knows, especially when you see my child run around with no shirt on, we know it's Bryce's child.
Yeah.
I know where she gets it from.
Yep, dude. Cole Macedo said the same thing. He goes, "You're Bryce's son, huh?" He goes, "Yeah." But, I mean, we can probably end this if you want to thank your sponsors or whatnot, or what do you got to do, say?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Able Roofing, Polecat Training Center / the Polecat Driving Academy, C6 Auto Body, QualityFreightRate.com, Angry Duck Graphics, The Mindful Table, African Wildlife Safari Park, potentially a couple new sponsors coming on board here soon, but also, a lot of this wouldn't happen without Glenn and Zach, so big thank you to them. Berryman for putting up with me, Gressman for putting up with me. There's a lot of people that put up with me that I appreciate, including him. But, I also should thank Jillian.
Yeah, you probably should thank your wife.
Yeah, Jillian, I think Jillian, out of, a lot of racing wives, not taking anything away from anyone else, she puts up with a lot of, she lets me do whatever we need to, and...
Don't bitch about it when you get home?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. And honestly, Glenn even looked at one point and was like, yo, because she had to be gone for 2 weeks doing something, and he's like, you need Jillian like back like yesterday.
Yeah, this dude's
like,
malfunctioning.
yeah. So
We didn't have anything in the coolers, dude. No food.
Fuck
We
the
had,
Capri Sun
bro.
then.
We didn't have no crew shirts yet. It was rough. Nothing was ready.
you know, and I think like also, you know, and I think it'd be right to probably thank people like Fuzz and AJ who
Yeah.
like Fuzz and AJ knew me before me and him were working together too, so they helped probably Glenn connect some dots with
Yeah.
some missing nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a lot of people that I'm not thankful to that have helped us get where we're getting, and it's just hopefully next weekend, if we were to talk, that I could be thankful with myself. I wish I could thank myself a little bit more, but I just work my ass off, and when it doesn't go right, I try to work harder the next day and try not to let this guy down.
All you can do, man. Appreciate you guys letting us come over and having this first time actually in not the home shop. So
Yeah.
it's different being somewhere else.
Drug them out to the lab.
And
right.
the ribs, man.
Yeah,
And
right.
the ribs.
And the
Very
ribs.
good, right. Definitely different. I mean, I'm excited for it. I want to keep on going. Maybe later on season we'll get you back in here.
Yes, sir.
I think we're just getting started.
After
I think
that
we're
win.
just getting
Oh, yeah.
started.
After that feature win, we'll
After
get you
that
back in
feature win,
here.
We'll get you back on.
Maybe want to keep it in the truck for this weekend.
Get you right there at the racetrack.
Yeah, you
So
want to
we're-
get it? Well, yeah,
we're
get it
tight.
live. Get it
Oh,
live.
Stone Cold Steve watching
on.
that shit.
I will say if when we do pop off a win, if it's
You'll
a
know.
Saturday night, we're
No.
not washing.
No, you'll see.
He's like, we're washing.
We wash.
Okay.
We might be
at the
drunk as
wash.
shit, but we
We
washing it.
wash. I don't put it in the box.
There'll be a party at Freddy's then.
There you go.
If you want to come to the Freddy's parking lot and have one,
Bring the cameras.
that's where you'll find us. And we
The
went on
after
Saturday night.
party.
Yeah.
But all right, thanks guys. We're gonna end this right here, and we'll see y'all next week.